spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Twist his way through. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access and he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Makes the grab. It's Hayes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement of play.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. That's the risk you take when a long field goal like that 57-yarder doesn't go. Now the offense has it around the 40. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got
nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side and watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
To throw, it's Fancher. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Florida International offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played.
Gonna take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it and takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking for space. It's Campbell. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play. FIU set up with another 1st down. To the air. It's Jenkins. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it again. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide receiver shows motion. On the move, it's Campbell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Unnecessary defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on.
Pulls it in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as the defense come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the right.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. He caught it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Pushes ahead. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida International. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway.
Florida International, 17.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Panthers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Bringing it back, it's Gilmore. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Immediately fires to the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass. And
touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Gilmore. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They'll try to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. FIU set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll pitch it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball.
Off he goes. Strikes the blow. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they made it to the house, but they found that 6 points waiting on them. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The aerial assault continues. Caught near the sticks. It's Rivers. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moncrief. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. Looking for the 2-point try. Got his man on the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands. It's loose. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That's caught. It's McNeil. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's fourth and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the point. Still a lot of football to go.
Finds his man enough for the first. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Florida International.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this to lock things up late. He's going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, FIU. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Man, that one...